This is my favorite pasta on the planet. The pasta I can eat every single day. Spaghetti alle vongole. I perfected the recipe. I've added secret ingredients that you will love. And I want you to make this pasta the same way I do. So hopefully it becomes your favorite pasta too. Let's make it together. I need to show you how creamy this pasta is, because maybe you don't believe me. Watch. Ingredients for spaghetti alle vongole. Listen carefully, okay? Here I have 1 kilo of vongole from the Adriatic Sea. They are juicy, they are tender, full of flavors. They are beautiful, incredible. If you can get them, amazing. But if you live anywhere in the world, you can find clams, different type of clams, okay? Try to avoid clams that are too big, okay? But if you find them, it's still okay. If you find big clams, like in Australia we have pipis, they are big, okay? What you do is you cook them, okay? And then what you do is you remove the meat, the fish from the shell, you filter the sauce, so you make sure there's no sand in the sauce, because pipis and large clams, they collect a lot of sand and you don't want to eat sand. Then we're going to use about 300 grams of spaghetti. The spaghetti I'm using are thin spaghetti, okay? You can also use linguine, but the thin spaghetti are perfect because our sauce is not a rich, very saucy. You know, it's just basically extra virgin olive oil and the juice from the vongole. The thin spaghetti will allow us for the spaghetti to make love with the sauce, but doesn't absorb too much. If you use thick type of pasta, it will absorb too much sauce, and maybe the pasta will be a little bit too dry, and you don't want that. Pastificio Liguori makes fantastic thin spaghetti. They have been dried for 18 hours at low temperatures. This means that the pasta has got a beautiful rough texture and it's perfect for absorbing sauces, in this case the vongole liquid. For 300 grams of pasta we are using 2 cloves of garlic. It's more than enough. We're going to use a nice bunch of parsley, 1 lemon, and that's my secret ingredient, extra virgin olive oil, and sea salt. Some people like to also use cherry tomatoes. You can use cherry tomatoes. Go for it if you like, but in this recipe, I'm not using them. We need to clean the vongole and make sure that we get all the sand out. Everything inside those vongole needs to get out. We want them to kind of reject whatever is inside the shell. And now we put some sea salt, okay? Just be generous with the sea salt. The sea salt, we basically get everything out from those clams, from those vongole. So now I'm gonna soak this vongole for about 2 hours, okay? The small vongole. Sometimes they might need about maybe 3 or 4 hours, just depends how big they are. But you need to get to know your vongole, okay? Okay guys, it's been 2 hours. Look at this water, look at the water. The water is dirty. The vongole are clean because they rejected everything they had inside. Now we use a colander, okay? And we basically see how dark the water is and how dirty it is. We don't want that. We don't want to eat this. Can you see at the bottom? All the sand, and all the rubbish that the shells collect. See all of that? We don't want that garbage. Guys, the parsley is an important detail, but I see lots of videos online and people, when they make spaghetti alle vongole or when they use parsley, they always remove the stem, but the stem is the most important part because the leaf doesn't have flavors. Here is where you get all the flavors and the benefits. So we don't throw this out. This part of the parsley doesn't go in the bin, the rubbish. We use it. On a low heat, we want to be very generous with extra virgin olive oil. Very, very generous. I don't know, 6, 7, 8 tablespoons. This is our sauce. It's like making spaghetti aglio olio. It's like a spaghetti aglio olio base. We're going to grate the garlic. Here we go. This is the beautiful garlic flavor I like. The kitchen smells like garlic, freshness. Ooh, beautiful. Now let's add some parsley here with the garlic. We want to add half of the amount of parsley that we chopped. And let's cook it for about 30 seconds or until the garlic becomes golden. Okay, now it's time for the vongole to go in. Now that the vongole are in, quick stir. Put the flame on a medium-low heat. If you guys want to use cherry tomatoes in this dish, you can, but I would say use 6 or 7, no more. Cut them enough and you add them as soon as you put the vongole inside. You cook the cherry tomatoes together with the vongole for about 5 minutes, and that's perfect. Let's add a little bit of water from the tap. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add a little bit of sea salt, just a little bit of sea salt. The vongole, they love sea salt. If you use table salt, they don't do justice. Mix. Beautiful. Now I'm using a very large pan and I don't have a lid for this. So normally you put a lid on so they cook properly. In this case, I'm gonna use some alpha oil to make sure I seal this. I want the steam to cook the vongole. In about 5 minutes, a vongole will be ready. Guys, listen to the sound of the vongole opening up. Listen. So when this sound stops, you know that all of them have opened, at least most of them. And that's when you can unveil this. I think they're open. We can unveil. Are you ready? Let's see what's going on there. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, look. Look at this vongole, look. Look at this beautiful vongole. They are all ready to be eaten. They want to be eaten. Look, the liquid changed color. See, they're a beautiful color. You got this beautiful vongole now, making love with the sauce. But what we have to do is, we need to filter this again because the vongole maybe have released a little bit more sand when they opened up. So what we have to do now, we have to filter this juice. Now we need to filter the juice. So this is what we do now. We need to get all the juice to the colander, including the parsley and the garlic, because we do not want to eat the sand, right? This is what we work for. This beautiful juice will give flavors to the spaghetti and will take the dish, of course, to the next level. So keep this very close to you. We get the vongole out of the saucepan as well. What I suggest everyone is to actually clean this pan. I know it might sound wrong, but trust me, I don't want to have any sand or any residues from the shell. We have a large pot with water, okay? And now we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of sea salt or rock salt. These thin spaghetti take 8 minutes to cook. If the spaghetti were thicker, it would take longer. If you are more experienced, then you can actually boil the pasta while you cook the vongole. That's what I normally do. But don't put too much pressure on you. Just do one thing at a time. Now we put 300 grams of spaghetti inside. And you help the spaghetti to be immersed in the water, in the boiling water. And now we count the time. From now, it's 8 minutes. We want this beautiful pasta to be al dente, okay? So in 8 minutes, we get the pasta out. This is another important step. These vongole from the Adriatic are nice and small, okay? So I'm not going to take the fish, the meat out. But if your vongole are large, then what you need to do is this. You get the shell, you basically get the meat out and throw out the shell. So we only keep the meat, the fish, okay? This is so tender. Juicy, tender. Wow. The spaghetti are almost ready. This is what we do. Now we're gonna put the juice back in the pan that I washed. We're going to squeeze a lemon here in this beautiful juice. Just use your hand so you collect the pips. Lemon is my secret ingredient. You don't have to use lemon, but why do I use lemon? First, because it makes this dish more refreshing. Already is refreshing, makes it more refreshing. It takes it to the next level, in my opinion. See this? The lemon is making love with a beautiful, beautiful vongole sauce. Now let's put the fire on very, very low. Very low. Our pasta is ready, so let's put the spaghetti in there. Look at that. Beautiful al dente. We have a saucepan on a low heat. We get the spaghetti. They go straight in there. Why do we do this first? Because the spaghetti, they need to get the flavors from the sauce. Just in case, let's get a mug of pasta water, because we might need this. It might seem a simple step, but trust me, this is a very, very, very important step, okay? So what we do right now is we need to mantecare the pasta, okay? The pasta needs to absorb this beautiful sauce because the pasta needs to get the flavors, okay? As you can see, the pasta, which is a thin spaghetti, is absorbing the sauce very quickly. If I was gonna use like a thick pasta or a pasta all'uovo, this sauce would have been already completely absorbed, and I would say the pasta would be a little bit dry by now. That's the reason why I chose this beautiful thin spaghetti. Now, this job I'm doing now, you could toss or you could just do this. But what we need to do now, we need to try and create the cream, the creaminess that we need for this pasta. You need to try and be as fast as possible. So you can use a tongue and be as fast as possible by doing this, or you can just toss. So we need to do this for a while, because like I said, we need to get the cream. This is what I'm talking about. See when I talk about cream? That's what I'm talking about. See when I talk about cream? There's no cream, of course, but I'm talking about making a creamy pasta, a creamy spaghetti. Does it need more lemon? You can add more lemon. It needs a little bit more pasta water, so let's put more pasta water in there. Here we go. Let's keep tossing. Okay guys, this is what I'm talking about when I say creamy. See? See? This is creamy, guys. It's creamy without the cream. The pasta water and the vongole sauce made this. Let me just try some spaghetti to make sure the flavor is there. They are already beautiful. Now it's time for the vongole to go in. We're gonna add the other half of the lemon, just right now. Make sure you don't have any pips going in, okay? We're gonna add a little bit of pasta water to revive the vongole, a touch of extra virgin olive oil, and now we toss again. Ready? Now, what we have to check now is, do we have enough oil? Do we have enough cream? Do we have enough juice? No. We add more fresh parsley. Now, and now we toss again. Look how creamy it is. Can you see the creaminess of the pasta? The good pasta will allow you to get this beautiful cream, and see that too? This, a combination of pasta water, lemon juice, vongole juice. Can you see how thick it is? These are flavors, okay? All we have to do now is serve. What do you think of this? Can you see how creamy it is? Can you see how creamy it is? Can you just see it? There is no cream in pasta alle vongole. You probably won't believe me, but I can eat all of this by myself. Actually, I'm going to eat all of this by myself. So what we do is, we start by putting the pasta in the plate, in my plate. Here we go. Let's cover the pasta with the vongole and the juice, of course. Yeah, look at that juice. Look at that marvelous juice. A touch of parsley. To finish the dish, we always need a filo d'olio, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil all over it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you make the perfect spaghetti alle vongole. Occasionally, you can put cheese on fish. I don't mind. But this, please do not do that. Please do not put cheese on spaghetti alle vongole, because you will ruin it. This is perfect just as it is. You want to add something more? Put some lemon zest, but nothing else. Look how stunning this plate is, look. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't want to move you, but look at that. The pasta is silky and creamy. The vongole are so beautiful. Look at that. Oh. This is how I like to eat my spaghetti alle vongole. First, I concentrate on the vongole. And they are juicy. They are full of flavors. And they're creamy. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. I've got double the pleasure. The smaller they are, the richer they are in flavor. When I am halfway through the vongole, I start eating the pasta. So now I can eat the pasta. I need to show you how creamy this pasta is, because maybe you don't believe me. Watch. That was creamy, right? When you make spaghetti alle vongole, the pasta needs to get the flavors first. Once the pasta has the flavors and is creamy like this, then you know that you can have the vongole separately. Some vongole will get out of the shell and will mix with the pasta. This is a combination of incredible flavors. This is like, how do I explain this? It's like a bomb of flavors. If the pasta doesn't make love with the sauce, this will be dry and boring. And of course you won't like it. But this pasta is just good as it is, even without the vongole. Why do I love this pasta so much? Because once you eat this, you'll understand why. It's just so unique, so powerful. The best part about this experience is that there is no scent. I haven't tasted scent. The vongole are clean. The flavors are there. I think the lemon really takes all the flavors together and to the next level together. So I think the lemon is a must. What are you waiting for? Just make it. You deserve this in life. You deserve this more than anybody else. I want you to say, Vincenzo, spaghetti alle vongole are my favorite too. Come on, do it. I'm waiting for your comment. Enjoy every bite of this pasta. I love you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I will see you on the next Vincenzo's Plate video recipe. E ora si mangia spaghetti alle vongole.